Hey, it's Dr. Dean. Thank you for joining me. We're going to look at this new room, Trade with OTG, run by Jason Love and David Haman. Think differently, trade differently. I'm going to show you there's virtually no daylight between them and this room, the oil trading group, which I reviewed in 2016, and again in 2018, and again in 2019. And all three times it was a room to avoid. In examining this same concept today, we're going to look at the first question, changing a name and morphing into another. Is it common? 2, are there really any differences between the new Trade with OTG and the old OTG? And 3, is it still a room to avoid? So let's get started. The oil trading group and Trade with OTG is exactly the same group. So is the Profit Room and SuckerFreeTrading.com. I like that name. And these groupings of rooms here and here. So yes, it's very common for a room to use a second name or even a third, a fourth, or a fifth, and still have all 4 operating or 5 operating. So trade futures better. I have to ask, better than what? That's a dangling modifier. Dave, can you fix that? Anyway, they have a free trial, and I signed up. I liked the background so much I went and got it myself. Put it on my slide. Isn't that cool? Here we go. Went to the room, took first trade. I saw it come up. There's Jason in the corner on the right, and another trade, and another trade, and all 3 lost money. Too bad, so sad. Okay, another trial. This time I got kicked out after only 2 trades, 1 and 2. Both lost money as well. So I went to their video sites. I didn't even see the days posted at all. So not seeing those videos, I wrote Jason and said, I don't see them. Are you going to post them, true or false? I know that sound. And I saw one of the postings on my YouTube channel that said that these guys have changed their names, and I know. They've lost $3,600 one day and matching on the next day. And it's the worst trains I've ever seen, and they didn't post anything at all. So it seems that the oil trading group has now been buried. There's no group, there's no data. And all losing trades, and Jason was a scam. It's been replaced by this new one, run by these guys, Jason and Dave. Still a room to avoid. You may think differently and trade differently, but I don't see any difference. There's no track record. Massive losing trades are hidden, and the same 2 bozos. My advice, I give it an F. It's a room to avoid. This is Dr. Dean. Thanks for listening.